Hey everybody. I have actually been in my feelings about dirty restaurants. A lot of times we go out, the first thing we do is look at the health rating. I myself prefer 100. We'll accept a 99, 98, maybe even 97. But it's just going to be based on what they scored down for. You would be surprised at what goes on in these kitchens. Not where I work, but places that I've seen. During the course of the summer, I've been taking little gigs here and there at places, and you'd be surprised at these places that have 4 stars, that have the most unsanitary kitchens, the most unsanitary practices of not wearing gloves, and kitchens with sewers that back up into the kitchen, and moldy fryers, and no hand washing, no gloves. It's disgusting. One of the reasons that I got into the whole chef industry, I believe the reason, one of my main concerns really is that so we can have healthier food at home and when we eat out. Eating out has become very dangerous. I'm going to tell you the best thing that you can do. When you're eating out, if you don't see a health rating, leave. If it's below a 90, leave. If you can't see them making your food, leave. Um, when someone goes into a door and comes out with food, I, I get in my feelings about it because I'm like, who made my food? Who's back there making the food? Did you order that food from another restaurant and they bring it to you and you brought it to me? Who's making the food back there? Who's outside in their apron that they cook in dumping trash? That's a no go. Um, People who make food should be of the utmost in cleanliness. They should have short, tapered nails. They should have hair that's not visible. Hopefully, clean hair, clean face, clean mouth, clean eyes, clean uniform. They should take pride in their work. They should take pride in their appearance, pride in the appearance of their kitchen and their restaurant. I've been a lot of places to eat, and mostly have been in Atlanta. Cobb County has some pretty good health ratings. Atlanta has some pretty good health ratings as well. But a lot of places um, just do not practice serve safe practices. They don't do it. They're not going to do it. As long as you keep going there, buying the nasty food, they're going to keep selling it. I mean, if you were to step in the kitchen of some of these places and watch them make your food, you would probably be so nauseous that you would never eat out again. It's just it amazes me the fact that we eat food at a place that we can't even see them prepare it. That to me is amazing. The reason why you can't see them preparing it is because they're doing something they're not supposed to be doing. They don't want you to see them. They don't want you to see them doing nasty stuff to your food, picking up stuff off the floor, cross contamination, frying fish and chicken in the same fryers. Just a lot of stuff. Bugs running around the kitchen, roaches, rats, dirty floors, dirty counters, things that you just would not think that go in a restaurant. And food comes out looking amazing. It does. But in the background, you probably gotten sick from this restaurant. You probably gotten sick from a lot of restaurants around in the city. I want you to be mindful moving forward. My plan is to revolutionize the way we eat out. I think that all kitchens should be seen when they're preparing my food. I want to see who's making it. Now, people come to my house sometimes and I make them food. It's weird that they want to watch me make the food, but they go to these little rinky dink mom and pop spots and distrust them to do the right thing. I'm going to always do the right thing, whether you're standing there watching me or not, because not only am I a great chef, I'm a clean chef. I want to eat the food I'm preparing for you, so I'll make sure it's prepared properly and prepared correctly. I'm going to make sure that my hands are clean, make sure my counters are clean, make sure every vegetable is washed, make sure all the meat is fresh. It's hard to get fresh seafood in Atlanta. A lot of companies send for their seafood from seafood markets on a daily basis to get it the freshest it can possibly be. And then there are other people that buy frozen and call it fresh. I just recently realized that a lot of the food that we eat, a lot of the seafood that we eat is frozen. Hardly ever is it fresh. That's what I miss about South Carolina, fresh seafood. But in the long run, in the end of the day, a lot of times we're getting sick from eating out. We're getting sick. Our stomachs hurt from eating out. And we wonder where that pain comes from. That pain comes from that restaurant you ate at. The next time you're at your favorite restaurant that you patronize so much, say, hey, buddy, I've been coming here a couple years, a couple months. I really love your restaurant. Your food is amazing. Can I peep inside your kitchen? Check the floor out. Check the fryers out. Check the table out. Places that don't have a lot of AC, be it retail, be it a clothing store, be it a restaurant. If you can't provide AC for your customers and your workers, why would I eat there? You don't care. You don't care about me sitting there sweaty, hot, waiting to eat, leaving your restaurant smelling like your food. It's a bad fit. It should be a cool, warming, welcoming environment. It should be updated. It shouldn't be anything that you can spot and say, oh, what's that on the floor? Oh, what's that on the counter? No, it should be clean. And if it's not clean, you should go. Don't feed your kids that horrible food. Teach them about health ratings. Teach them about sanitation. Teach them about cross-contamination. Let them know that, at the end of the day, if you eat some bad food, you're going to be sick. And that's something I don't like feeling. I hate when my stomach hurts. And normally I always trace it back to us eating out. That's why we have to reduce our eating out tremendously. Because the places that we want to go that have these standards, they require a little bit more money. You see the $2 signs on the Google for reviews about the price of the food. Select those foods that have a little bit higher cost, I would imagine. I'm not talking about Burger King. I'm not talking about McDonald's. I can see the Burger King man making my food. I can see the McDonald's man making my food because they don't have anything to hide. I mean, they do their best to practice these things nationwide. Now, sometimes on an individual level, the store manager and or employees may or may not be following the rules, and you may go back and see that person's gone. You have to just realize that people don't really care about the food they're making. They only care about the check they're getting. I myself, I can't be in it for the money because there's very little money in it. In actuality, I have a master's degree. I'm a scientist because I want to create a more scientific way of making sure that we're getting the best quality food when we're out eating or even when we're at home. I want to let you know that it's my passion to revolutionize this industry. It's my passion to make sure that these people are doing what they're supposed to be doing. I don't know if the health inspectors are being paid off. I don't know why we would eat from restaurants of people who don't even like us. I don't know why we shop in convenience stores where people think we're stealing. I don't understand my people sometimes. I love us. I do. I love us all. But I don't get it. In the United States, we have, health ratings. We have the FDA. We have the agricultural divisions. We have a lot of different organizations that are supposed to monitor and regulate our food. The food that comes in this country and the food that we consume from grocery stores and restaurants. A lot of places, other countries outside the United States don't have those same regulations. So when they send the food, we don't know who's inspected it. And then when they come here and own restaurants, they don't have the same, sanitation. They do enough to get by when the health inspector's there. After that, it's business as usual. Back to their same horrible, nasty ways. Any restaurant that's always concerned about the health inspector coming in, the health inspector may come. You should practice good sanitation and cleanliness every day, not just when the health inspector is coming. Because if you're worried about the health inspector, then you have bigger worries than just them coming, catching something on the floor or catching a cold drink somewhere. It's so many issues the health inspector is looking at. I wish that the health inspectors would take a little bit more time and look behind these things too. Look behind the cooler. Look behind the freezer. Look behind the fryer. Realize that these people are not cleaning these kitchens. The kitchen should look like a hospital to me. It should be clean as a hospital or cleaner than a hospital. You should be able to get out the floor. In the same instance, I understand that things drop in the course of the day, but if you clean them up every day at the end of the shift, they don't accumulate. You don't have old moldy fries on the floor because a fry would not mold in 24 hours. A shrimp would not mold in 24 hours. A piece of chicken leg would not mold in 24 hours. These things have been on these floors for years probably. Not to mention the infestation of rodents and roaches and bugs that run around and things that collect. How are you gonna go take out your trash for your restaurant and come back inside and make my food without washing your hand? Who does that? Why are you outside by the trash can and dumping the trash with your apron on? Who does that? Why didn't you wash your hands after you touched your face, after you shook her hand? Why didn't you wash your hands? Why didn't you clean that kitchen? Why is that kitchen so dirty? Why is there food everywhere? Why is that wall so greasy? Why? What is that smell when I walk in? I'm about to walk out. That's a horrible smell. It's probably coming from your kitchen. So yeah, I'm going to go. I just want y'all to go out there and be safe. We all get hungry when we're out in the street sometime or when we're out and about doing errands. Don't let your hunger let you make a bad food choice. Don't pull into these places. Because they have 4 stars does not mean that they're practicing safe and sanitary food execution. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing with your food. Understand that. I've seen them. I know what they're doing, and I don't like it. Don't call it fresh if it's not fresh. Don't tell me that it's no seafood if there's seafood in it. I can't serve food that is spoiled. And I have been asked several times to serve spoiled food at different places. Never at Levy. Not at State Farm Marina. No, not there. These little rinky-dink jobs I've been taking here and there during the summer, trying to, figure out my niche, building my brand, and helping out the competition here, because there is no competition. The food may look good, but the cleanliness is not there. I see a lot of people on TV making food, no gloves. Nail polish is not allowed in the food industry when you're preparing food. It just isn't. Your rings, your watch, they're not allowed. The whole tattoo thing, it is what it is. The whole piercing thing, it is what it is. Let's be more concerned about these dirty hands. Put some gloves on. People licking their fingers in the kitchen and all kind of craziness, and it just really bothers me, and I hope it bothers you. Be mindful of what you're eating and who you're eating from. If the person at the counter doesn't look clean, it spreads throughout. If the person, I don't know, if they just look dirty, then don't deal with them. Don't buy their dirty food. Don't eat at their dirty kitchen or dirty restaurant. Just don't. I've been in a lot of small restaurants. It's this one place out in Stone Mountain that sells wings. It's down near the Ingalls off of Brockbridge Road, I think. It's called Sue Wings. This lady's restaurant is so immaculately clean. It's ridiculous. You can look right in her window and see her making your food. That's one of the best kitchens I've seen in a long time. Recently, I had a chance to visit Plant Based Pizzeria downtown in Midtown. Another very clean, immaculate place. The owners are beautiful. The staff is immaculate. The front is clean. The back is clean. The place is cool like a cucumber. And they just opened. I mean, it's a lot of places that we should not. I heard that you should not even eat anything, any kind of food in Austell. This is just what I heard. They say that the Chinese food in Decatur is a no-no as well. This is from a health inspector that told me this. Just be mindful when you're out eating. People don't care about what they're giving you. All they're trying to do is get the money. I guess that's why I don't have a restaurant yet, because I care too much. I care too much about what I give people. I'm not going to just put the food out there and say, here you go, and hope for the best. I'm going to present you with some food that has been cleaned and washed and is being prepared by someone that's clean as well. I care a lot about the food. I'm very passionate about the food. I wonder if the food is a part of population control. I don't know. It's a good way to get rid of a lot of people. Grabbing up things and just putting it in their mouth, not smelling it, not looking at it, not assessing their surroundings. I mean, if you have a dirty surrounding, why'd you get food from there? I don't know. I'm going to tell you, I just would not be a person that would be involved in getting food from a place that I can't see you prepare it. I have a clean kitchen challenge that I've been posting up. It hasn't had a lot of momentum. But in the same instance, I want you guys to be aware that a clean kitchen at home and when you're out to eat is the most important thing. No one should have a problem with you people in their kitchen. Not coming in and doing a walkthrough. You're not a health inspector. No, you're not. But to walk and see where they're preparing your meal that you're going to put inside your temple, it shouldn't be a problem. Now, if there is a problem, say, you know what? I'm going to probably go ahead and go. Every place I go, I want to go into the kitchen. And I haven't had a lot of owners tell me no or managers tell me no. But the ones that do, they have a look on their face like, uh-oh. She wants to see our dirty kitchen. Yeah, and I'm not going to give you 5 minutes to go and get it together either. I want to see it now. So if I can't see it now, then we'll go ahead and go. I may tweet about you. I may go live from the front of your restaurant. I don't know. I rather deal with horrible customer service than a dirty kitchen. I really would. So understand and recognize that a lot of places that we're eating right now, a lot of places that have 4 stars do not deserve 4 stars. I don't know what they're preparing. Old, dirty food. Food that's been sitting out on the counter that is not temped properly. You cannot set food on the counter and leave it out there. You just can't. I mean, who does that? You cannot reuse anything in the kitchen. You can't reuse gloves. You can't reuse paper towels. You can't reuse old aprons. You can't reuse these dirty cloths that you used yesterday. You can't reuse the bags that the food came in. You can't reuse sandwich bags or plastic bags. You can't reuse it. If it's been used, toss it out. If you can't afford to buy bags for your restaurant, if you can't afford to buy the proper kind of gloves for your people, then you shouldn't be in business. You just shouldn't be. And that's just a fact. I want a lot of these places to be closed down. I do. They need to get their act together. They need to get it all together because at the end of the day, they're going to get caught. They're going to get reported. They're going to get popped in on by the health inspector. I just don't understand how we have allowed these people to feed us these horrible food items. It's like my mom says, foods and babies are protected. But I'm going to let you know, at the end of the day, your good streak is going to run out. You're going to keep going, eating there. It's like the game they play with the gun. What is it called? I don't know. But you keep on. And you're going to spin it, and you're going to get shot. Because you're pressing your luck. Big bucks, no whammies, right? You're going to get a whammy eventually. You keep pressing it. Be mindful. The next time you go out to eat, ask the chef. Ask the person in charge, can I see your kitchen? They say no, then you go.